Friday. Welcome to the latest episode of Cooped Up Live, should I say. It's my daily-ish broadcast when I talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about while we're waiting on folks to join. Coopedup.com is my website. You can visit that at any time. Sign up to get emails from me very sporadically. Just all kinds of random stuff. I'm Cooped Up is my handle on all the social places. Would love a follow, particularly if you're on the Instagrams. And wherever you watch or listen to this is on Facebook Live, both on my personal profile and my Cooped Up page. And on Facebook Live, as well as rebroadcast in audio format on all the major podcasting platforms. Would love for you to click the bell so you don't miss subscribe button, whatever, so you don't miss a moment of what is going on. Hope everyone is doing okay today. I think today's going to be a short episode. I don't have a lot planned. I have been in SMU alumni board meetings all day today, starting at about 9 o'clock this morning. It is so funny going to your alma mater when you've been out. Like, what have I been out? So I graduated in 97. So I've been out. I think I had my 25th reunion last year. And God, I'm losing my voice, and I forgot to bring my water up also. So pardon the frog in my throat. Campus just SMU looks so different. The kids look so different. I feel old compared to them. So, yeah. And allergies are crazy today, all that kind of stuff. So what's going on? So for the first time in a long time, we have no plans this weekend. I'm very excited about that. Because last weekend was like, we had a fundraiser, and then I had two fundraisers. We had the school fundraiser, and then I was in a pickleball tournament, and then we saw David Sedaris, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm sure we will find a way to fill the time this weekend. There will probably be some plantings going on. I have a bunch of plants that I bought a couple of weeks ago that have not potted yet. So probably do some of that. Just the usual. What's going on in the world? I was actually out the door this morning so fast between getting the kids to school and having to get up to SMU that I did not even look at what is in the news today. So like I said, this is probably going to be a much shorter episode than normal. Because I don't even have on my list. Oh, Claire, an update on Claire's contact lens situation. She took them off last night before bed. She took one off. I had to take the other off. She's still having trouble touching her eyeball. So I literally had to go and pry her eye open, stick my fingers in it and pull it off. Because she could not get one of them off. But somehow miraculously this morning she comes down for breakfast, and she's like, I got both contacts in. So there's two ways that this went down. There's two scenarios that happened. One, and hopefully this is the one, she woke up at a normal time, got ready for school, washed her hands, popped her contact lenses in like no problem at all. So waking up at like 7:15 to be out the door at 7:45, like easy peasy lemon squeezy. My guess is that is not actually what happened. My guess is what happened is that she woke up extra early, like 6:30, because she is known to do this, and spent 30 minutes trying to get them in her eyes, which I guess everyone struggles with that. Todd said he did. I have not. I have no memory of having trouble touching my eye. Like I could just touch it right now. I also, though, looking into this, not looking into the sun. That sounds stupid. When there's a photo and the light is in your eyes, a lot of people can't even do that. I can will myself just to have my eyes open at normal just for the split second to take a photo. There's no such thing as Cooper unable to take a photo. Anyway, what else is happening? Y'all ask some questions if you have any. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off pretty quickly. This morning driving, I was actually shocked this morning when driving up to SMU. I guess is the new norm that most people work from home on Fridays. I know my company does that. We shut the office down on Fridays, and everyone just kind of works in the morning, and then the afternoon is kind of just keep an eye on things. But driving to SMU, which normally is, SMU is only like 6 miles from my house, but it's through downtown. And you have to, and Woodall Rogers is always so crowded, and then you have to go up Central. And usually it takes 30 minutes if it is at a high trafficy time because of just all of the starting and stopping and all that kind of stuff. This morning, I think I got there in, I would say maybe 10 minutes 11. I didn't even have traffic pause momentarily under the Kyle Warren Park deck park. Other than that, it was moving and grooving, and that shocked me. Brandon is asking, does anyone do any work on Fridays? Sometimes I ask that in a Miranda Priestley voice, does anyone do any work on Fridays? Yes, because I have had to talk to my staff about that. I'm like, all day Friday is not a keep an eye on things. The afternoon of Friday is just keep an eye on things. The morning is a full working morning. We just have a policy at my company that on Friday, nothing new gets sent to clients on Fridays. So if we have something that they need to approve, a press release, unless it's urgent, but a press release or an award entry or a bylined article or anything that they need to review and approve and get back to us, we will not send it on Fridays. I'm like, you either plan ahead and you send it on Thursday or we send it on Monday. Because we don't know what people are up to on Friday. I don't want to be the one who's like making people work on Friday if they don't plan to. We don't know if they're even in the office because people take Fridays off a lot. And something sent on Friday, by the time Monday rolls around, it's old news. And if you're anything like me, if it is in my inbox, even though I try to keep my inbox clean and I try to keep my inbox sorted, once it gets marked as red and folds, or it kind of goes below the fold, it might as well have not happened. Like I will vaguely remember it. It will come to me. And Raven is saying, I try not to work afternoon on Fridays. Yes. And Mr. Johnson, Eric Johnson, declared a 2-day holiday. It has been glorious. Yes. Yeah, because you're in Austin, right? You were there yesterday and you're there still today. I don't remember why you're down there. And you probably told me. I'm sure you told me. I just don't remember why. But glorious. As soon as I get off of here, I think I'm going to go pour myself a glass of wine, go sit on the front porch and look at the hot tennis players across the street. Because that's what dirty old men do, right? That seems to be the theme of this week. I have mentioned that way too many times this week, which, by the way, my mother is not watching. She texted at about 4 o'clock today saying, I can't watch the live broadcast. I told her to have fun, whatever she's doing, but we'll see. I think there's Earth Day celebrations this weekend also. Don't plan to go to those. But literally, shockingly, my calendar, look, has nothing on it. Maybe some shopping. Should I go shopping? Yeah, tomorrow's Earth Day. That sounds good. Other people at my company have things going on. Someone has a baby shower tomorrow. Anyway. Hey, Brandon, did you ever, if you're still on, did you ever make the Dolly Parton cake mixes from Duncan Hines? I saw them. So I'm starting to see them more and more in the stores. I'm seeing but only the cake mixes. I'm not seeing any of the frosting. And I believe there's frosting also. But I'm seeing the banana and the coconut cake mixes. And if memory serves, someone was telling me, and I believe it was you, Brandon, but maybe it was other people, that one of them has a super chemically taste to it and is not very good. I can't remember which. And I like both banana pies or cakes, and coconut cakes. Banana tends to be one that if it's an artificially flavored banana flavor, it bothers me a little bit. But yes. The frostings are fake, like Dolly herself. Oh, for luck, yes. The cake mixers are good. You should make your own frosting. Here's the thing that's also really shocking to people. Frosting is super easy to make. Like literally it is like powdered sugar, water, and vanilla. Like I may be getting it a little bit wrong, but you just put the powdered sugar and whatever moisture it goes into it. I can't remember off the top of my head. And just run your KitchenAid mixer and it just makes the frosting. Like it is the easiest thing ever. The only thing easier to make is actually like whipped cream. And making whipped cream in the mixer will make you never, ever want like spray can whipped cream again. Because it's literally, you get your KitchenAid mixer out, you put some heavy cream in it, you put a little sugar in it, and then we'll put some almond extract in it as well. and you just run that thing on high for a long time, and it turns into like the most heavenly whipped cream ever. So the give me that buttercream frosting. Yes, the best. I love buttercream frosting. The only thing I actually like better than buttercream frosting, I think, is cream cheese frosting, like what you put on carrot cake. Carrot cake is my very favorite kind of cake. And to put the cream cheese frosting on it is the best. I love cream cheese frosting. Another thing that I do love, but I can't eat anymore because I'm now allergic to it, is putting sour cream in frosting. Is fantastic also. I've not tried it with Greek yogurt, which I can eat. There's just a very specific enzyme in sour cream that makes me shit my pants. So I cannot do that. And I do not say that with shame. It is not my choice of that happens. So ever since I was about 25, sour cream has increasingly disagreed with my system to the point now where it is bad news. Oh, girl, I'm gaining weight just listening to this comment. Yeah, how many Weight Watchers points and Octavia points are involved in this conversation? So this is what I do now. Instead of eating these good things, although I was terrible at lunch today, instead of eating these good things, I just talk about them, and hopefully I am satisfied. I will tell you that since doing the big diet, where I lost 35 pounds, my stomach is teeny tiny. Like I can't hardly eat a full meal without being completely stuffed. It was almost like I got gastric bypass or something. And I'm very, very happy about that. Although today at SMU, we had, like I said, my alumni board meeting, and they do like a buffet line. Which, by the way, we were in the new Armstrong Fieldhouse, which is like their indoor football practice arena, and they have a ballroom connected to the front of it. I go out from the bathroom there, and I'll get back to the food thing in a minute. I go out from the bathroom there, and then I see a bunch of people kind of playing around football. So I stand there for a few minutes watching them and all that stuff. I come back inside. No less than 10 minutes later, someone goes, "Did anyone notice that it's Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott in the field house playing football right now?" So this is how clueless I am. I'm literally standing there watching, like, even I could probably throw a football to them, being as close as they were to me. Watching Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott, shocking that I even know those names so easily, playing football with each other, just kind of playing around on the field. There's a couple of other people out there with them too, but yeah. So anyway, back to the food part of that. So gorgeous spread, salads. They had like chicken piccata, which was fantastic, and all this. And so I just kind of got a little bit of, I got more salad and like the chicken mostly. And then go in and I skipped the cheesecake because I was like, nope, gotta make better choices. That's one more glass of wine I can have tonight if I don't eat the cheesecake. Well, I'm sitting there, and at my table, everyone has the fucking cheesecake except for one other person, and everyone is raving about how good this cheesecake is. And cheesecake is my other thing. Like, I love cheesecake, and it has to be like freezer cold, like almost where it's hard, where it is just barely like soft enough that the fork can cut through it without like bending the fork. I love it when it's like super, super cold. And everyone is like, "Oh my God, this cheesecake is so good, but it is so cold. Like, it's hurting my teeth. It's so cold." And I'm like, "Oh my God, it's killing me, literally killing me at this point." So I went and got a piece of cheesecake. So I did make a bad choice, but yes. Back to our weekly sportscast from Cooper. I know, right? Who knew that this is, at first I get into pickleball, and the next thing you know, I'm a sportscaster, right? Cooper doing sportcast color reporting, yes. Would you call that purple or aubergine? Yes, exactly. Anyway, by the way, did y'all see that? Is it Dude Perfect? Is that their names? So there's this like group of guys, like boys, man-childs, I guess is what you would call it. Who there's a set of twins, and then there's like 2 or 3 other friends. They're all like best friends from college or something. They have like a gazillion, million, bazillion, a Googleplex followers on all of the social channels, and they do sports tricks. Like they do they do the thing where they like jump and like dunk and all that kind of stuff, right? They're kind of like the Try Guys, I guess, but like sportsy. Anyway, they're building this huge empire, and they're building this like almost like an amusement park kind of thing out in the suburbs soon. They have like these plans for it. Well, I read earlier this week, because no less than like 20 people sent this article to me, that they have bought a major league pickleball team. Who even knew that existed? And they think that they bought it. What was it? What was the Brandon? You would probably know. They probably sent you something on that. But everyone's like, who knew? What? Oh, that is what we're going to do this weekend. I promised Todd that we would go play pickleball because he is now pickleball curious. Is it grape or aubergine? Yes, that's what I meant to say. I get caught up in my head and then I can't remember the actual line. Y'all know that about me. So, I'm vamping at this point. Man, that was a lot. Suddenly that popped into my head to talk about. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's actually all I have for today. And like I said, it's going to be a shorty episode because I did not have a chance to make notes. I talked about everything I was going to talk about yesterday. I'll vamp for a second, see if you have any questions, any topics, prodding that you want me to talk about. But other than that, I'm going to wrap it up. This is not where I wore to SMU, by the way. I did change clothes after I got home. I wore a very similar shirt. It makes my eyes pop, doesn't it? Similar colored shirt, but did not wear this exactly. So, alrighty. Well, with that, I'm going to say bye. I love you. Enjoy my commitment-free weekend. Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. But yes, I love you. It's important to know you are loved. I love that you watched this. Thank you so much. This is great therapy for me, and I will miss you over the weekend when I don't see you. Take care of yourself. Don't should yourself to death. No good comes from should. And I'll see you Monday at 4:30 for another episode of Cooped Up Live. Should I say? Talk to you later. Bye. Have a great weekend.